Kibbutz Lotan is located 55 kilometers north of Eilat in the southern Arava desert. Kibbutz Lotan belongs to the collective trend of the Kibbutz movement, the Israeli movement for progressive reform, Judaism. As an environmental educational center, Lotan was awarded the prize for excellence by the Global Eco-Village Network. Lotan is also mentioned in Lonely Planet Guide to Israel as one of the top 3 places to visit in the country. The kibbutz was founded in 1983 by graduates of the Reform Youth Movement.
Well, the reason I came here in 1982 to Kibbutz Lotan, being one of the founders here, was the idea of creating a community that's based on progressive Judaism that emphasizes equality and physical work on the land.
We are currently a community of 150 people living together.
What I love about Lotan is that it's a small community, and it's small enough that we can really listen to each other. If someone wants to try something new, to open a new work branch, to start a new project, they can usually do it.
The Center for Environmental Tourism at Kibbutz Lotan has been a hub of research, development, education, and outreach for over 10 years. We are leaders in our region for recycling and reuse of waste. We treat our wastewater with a constructed wetland system and use the treated water for irrigating trees in our ecology park. We have a collective commitment to responsible development of the desert for the benefit of nature's creatures in the context of appropriate human development. Lotan is home to 3 centers. The Center for Creative Ecology is an environmental education center offering short classes, full-day and weekend workshops, and courses on the topics of green building, organic gardening, and desert ecology to individuals and groups of all ages.
Basically, we're teaching them how to make mud bricks.
Oh, beautiful!
Oh, gorgeous! Look at that!
I'm having fun, and no, I haven't done anything like this before.
And it's a chocolate cake.
The Green Apprenticeship Training Program is a long-term program which teaches adults and students all aspects of sustainable living: ecological design, permaculture, natural building techniques, organic gardening, green technologies, alternative and renewable energy, and many more relevant topics.
In the program, we spend some time learning theory. Most of the time, though, is actual hands-on work.
This is the Bustan neighborhood. It's an educational, ecological neighborhood that basically puts to practice everything they teach in the Green Apprenticeship course.
The Bustan neighborhood is made out of geodesic domes made out of round steel metal poles, which is very easy to get hold of. On top of those we have the straw bales, which is super insulation. We cover everything up with mud on the inside and on the outside. And we're hoping this is going to be a prototype, a real living model of future housing for this area and also all over the world.
I loved visiting these domes. I was surprised at how cool they are. Just natural feeling. You don't feel like you're violating the earth by staying in one of them.
Every building looks different. They're all built from the same stuff. It's all earth plasters. But because people are different, the buildings look different themselves. If you're using your hands and your heart and whatever inspirations you have inside, it always comes out beautiful.
It's all happening in this community that's really striving to reach a sustainable lifestyle. And so the whole community becomes the classroom.
Every day in class was some new idea that sparked some sort of new inspiration that made my mind quickly apply different ways to do something new.
You come out of the course and you just feel like you can really just go out into the world and manifest change.
The Center for Nature Tours and Birding offers trips with a licensed tour guide, offering a new perspective on the mystical beauty of Israel's southern desert with a wide variety of custom-tailored tours for groups and individuals. Kibbutz Lotan sits along a migratory flight path that over 500 million birds fly annually on their way back to Asia and Europe after wintering in Africa. Kibbutz members have built a bird reserve on a sand quarry where local and migratory birds can safely rest, eat, and drink to the delight of birdwatchers and researchers all around the world. The members of Kibbutz Lotan are committed to working together towards their shared vision of promoting environmental quality and quality of life.
Our efforts with people, our efforts with nature, ultimately have created this comprehensive community.
The love that we have in Kibbutz Lotan for each other, it's something that we can share with people that come to be our friends for weekends and for workshops.
I notice how my kids are connected with a lot of other members here, people who aren't part of their immediate family. And we really have that ability as a small kibbutz to offer support one to another and to be really intertwined in each other's lives.
It's great raising kids here for me, especially because of the freedom that the kids can have. There's huge space. It's no cars, no pollution.
After 24 years in London, it's really great to have the quiet, to have the stunning scenery, and to have the sense of community.
One feels that this place is a model for the future, and you can see the imagination at work.
I'm from a large city where I don't really know even my neighbors' names, and doing a course that partly revolved around eco-villages taught me the value of community and the importance of it, and made me realize how disconnected we are from each other in sort of the modern urban environment. Everyone here just took me in, made me feel welcome from day one. Just being in the middle of the desert is beautiful. Being with people who really care about the environment is beautiful.
For us, being a kibbutz is going back to the basics of what it means to be a community, of people working together, living together, sharing our lives together, both socially, economically, spiritually, and now environmentally.
The ecology started interconnecting with our other ideologies here. It didn't start as an ecological community.
We became part of the Global Eco-Village Network 10 years ago. We realized that there were people who were interested in what we were doing and wanted to learn from our own experiences here. We set up the Center for Creative Ecology as an educational framework that we could bring groups of people in. Within the Center for Creative Ecology, our flagship program is the Green Apprenticeship, which is the 6-week training where we can really give people from all that we've learned over the years and present a holistic view of community, from the ecological, from the social, from the spiritual, and from the economic aspects.
If you have a plot of land pretty much anywhere in the world, you can go, start a garden, build your own house, but it's also something that you can just adopt into your lifestyle. You don't have to make such drastic changes, but you're basically enriching the earth instead of destroying it.
It's one of the few programs that really puts together a lot of different aspects of practical, ecological living.
There's these threads of the organic gardening and the building and the permaculture design and the eco-village design going through the whole length, intermingle with other special things if it's getting to know the local area.
The daily structure of the Green Apprenticeship course is in part theoretical learning, reading materials, studying together, discussing the issues, and a lot of hands-on practical work. We spend a lot of hours actually building buildings, working in the garden, learning how to put things together, and so that when you leave the course, you can get out there and actually do what needs to be done.
The building is really fun, and just understanding that anyone can do it.
An element of the Green Apprenticeship now is what we call Community Design Studio, where students sit together in small groups over the period of the 6 weeks and work on designing their own community from vision, building a vision together, with the social aspects, economic and ecological.
And then also the community design aspect was really good for me. Just understanding how to make a community work and realizing that I do want to live in a community with a nice support system.
So we talk about our own vision on Lotan, and we talk about the social framework here, how we make decisions together, the way people interact, and we talk about the economic basis and different economic models that are on this kibbutz and in other communities in the region.